Okay, YouTubers, long time no see, no video, whatever. Today's video, we're gonna finally cut this worthless hayfield. As you can tell, the foxtail millet is back. There again, I've had rain probably 4 of the last 5 or 6 weeks, and I'm real nervous about getting the hay cut and baled up and it being dry. Now I know a lot of you guys say, oh, let it get a little bit of rain on it, that helps it cure whatever. Okay, I agree with that, but a lot of people around here in my area, they pride themselves, or the preference is dry hay, no rain. So I try to do that best I can. But when I had a lake out there, I had to wait on the ground to dry up so I wouldn't make tracks, rut the field up. I'm funny that way. And as you can tell, my clover, well, it's went to seed like everything else and gotten stemmy. So it's not really gonna be the greatest of hay by any means. I may try to save a few of these bales just to get the horse through the winter, even though I've got hay saved up for him, but I may try to grab some of these bales with the clover and grass in it for him just to have. But the rest of this is all going to the local sale barn nearby, and I am not real proud of it, but I gotta get it off the field. Like I said, part of my thing on the waiting for a good dry, I got a good dry stretch of 7 days or more. And I've got time. I gotta go return to the day job for a few days, and so I'm gonna cut this, let it dry while I'm doing the day job thing, and then take time off. We'll be back and doing the video of the raking and the baling. And yes, I have renamed the channel. I decided to call it, as you have already seen, I hope, Rural Living with Ron. Like I said, I live in a rural setting. Some of you had suggested I mentioned change the name of the channel to, you know, just go with whatever I wanted. My channel, call it whatever I wanted. Some of you had mentioned the country life setting stuff, country settings. Well, there's already a country life out there, probably several. So I want to be a little different. Tried to research a little bit, see what names were out there. One of you had suggested something to do with the toy tractor, naming it that. Well, I didn't want to show up in the dang toy videos all the time. I wanted it to be to where you could find this crap. Find the hayfield being cut, mowed, baled, raked, all that stuff, and find the, you know, repair, some kind of a repair video occasionally, and lawn and garden stuff, a little bit of everything you do out in a rural life, country life type setup. As you can see off in the distance, the wife has me busy with her projects. Got an old fire pit. I wish I knew somebody close by to get rid of all that concrete and stuff with. I don't need, but that may end up being a dumpster haul. And yes, I will try to do an occasional video of the pup for those who like the puppies. He's in the puppy prison yard. He likes it out here. He likes this shade tree, likes to lay out here. He is one of our bodyguards. He's very protective of the wife, very protective of me, more of the wife than me. But there again, I'll cut this part short. Let's get this 260 John Deere disc more hooked up to the big old Farmall 806. Let's go mow some crappy grass hay and get it on the ground, and we'll go from there. Oh yeah, hell, we've killed 4 or 5 minutes. Let's rack up some more time. Be right back. Okay, as I pointed out in the past, I need to adjust the third arm on the 3-point to set the blades hitch on the mower itself. And as I've mentioned past, I like to kind of run a little bit more level. But it's sitting here and it's kind of tipped up, kind of like this instead of like this. Kind of like this instead of like level, like I prefer to have them do the cut with. So I'm gonna adjust this third arm, try to get a little closer how I want it, and go from there. But just bear with me a minute. Okay, and this is how I kind of prefer to run it. Kind of level with the ground. There might be a slight tip there, but I think that'd be all right. If not, we'll adjust it, but you get the general gist of my idea of madness. There again, it's my method of madness. But anyway, curtains down, we're ready to go mow. So hang in there, and I'll try to get you some clips of the old 8 just a screaming mowing that god-awful hay field. I'm embarrassed of that hay, but gotta beat snowballs for somebody. Anyway, hang in there. Alright, YouTubers, my method of madness, as we have discussed once before, I prefer to open the field up. First round is clockwise, counterclockwise. I've got the mower to the outside, more along the edge of the field. It's just how I was taught to do it. I could be up against the fence or whatever, hedgerows, tree rows, whatever, and get everything pretty much cut and not have to worry about it. And then the next 5 rounds across are clockwise. That way the 6 passes, depending on the width of the mower, in my case that isn't quite 8 foot. It's about 7'10" or whatever swath it takes. So that gives me about 40 plus feet on the end to come out and around. That way I'm not putting my U-joints in a bind on the baler when I'm baling. And we just go from there. Now, those of you question, well, what gear are you running in, Ron? Well, I like to run the 806. Of course, it is torque amplified. I know some of you guys are going, ew, yeah, gross, whatever. We're on the high side of the torque unless I get into a hot, real heavy, dense spot, which that ain't gonna happen in this mess. And then it's only 2 acres, folks. So I don't really need to be in that big of a hurry. So I tend to run 4th gear low range on this outfit. That gives me, you know, I don't know, 4 or 5 mile an hour or whatever. But it's fast enough for what I'm doing here. It's just all I do. It's a hobby. It's 2 acres of hay. Having extra, I sell it. I try to keep a little bit back for the wife's dang horse. We go from there. And I'm goofy. I like to run the 806. I like to hear the straight pipe scream going across the field. So, no further ado, I'm going to stop right here, give you my explanation, and there again, it's just what we do here in my area. We open the field up. Some of you just go 4 rounds. I prefer 6. Some go even more. And that way I can run just back and forth with the baler and just have straight shots. I know some of you's your method of madness is you just keep going around and around the field. Okay, that's your method. I see a bind. I've watched some of these kind of bind twist around your U-joints and stuff on your PTOs. It's like, well, okay, that's your method. Go with it. Proud of you. But anyway, well, let's get this thing rolling and let's go mow some hay. Let me raise this up. Take the park brake back off, and here we go. Yes, I drive on the hay. For years I was always told, oh, don't drive on the hay, don't drive on the hay. Well, with this method of madness, it's hard to avoid. And I'm not the best at cornering. You're going to see spots where I've got a wide turn, left some hay behind. Anyway, turn this on. Squeak the belt. Hang on. There you go. About 3/4 throttle. Talks a little bit. There you go. Drive across the field. Sorry about that. Grabbing levers and moving you around. Like I said, 22 acres, not that big of a field. Sorry about that crazy camera angle stuff. You know, there again, well, I was always told the disc mower, as long as you can keep your butt in the seat, you can go as fast as you want. But like I've always said, it's only 2 acres, I ain't in that big a hurry. So, I'm going to stop you here for a second and I'll bring you back. Hang in there. Alright, YouTubers, as you can see, I've sped up my ground speed. I'm running in first gear, high range, torque forward, still the same RPM, about 3/4 throttle. And as you can tell, yeah, this ain't the best quality of material, but we're going to make some bales out of it. I just laid off one big land and after I make my 6 rounds, I try to straddle the rows as best I can. I travel from one spot to the other. I got my corners cut out from where I had them. And I'm just moving right along. Hang on a second. For straddling rows. Here we go. Sorry about that, but the joys of running hydraulic levers and steering wheel, I guess. It's not very tall, but it's thick mass. Kind of makes the 8 talk a little bit. That's alright. that is a wrap for my last cutting of the year. Hope you enjoyed what you did get to see of the mowing of the hay, but hopefully we're gonna make a little bit of hay out of it. I'm probably gonna have to throw several rows together with the hay rake. I'll get a shot of that. That'll be in a few days. I'm gonna put this up with that, or I'm gonna put this up by itself. It's probably getting long enough if I can do it by itself, but yeah. I'll put an ending on this just in case I do make it one video, but yeah, not really what I wanted for a hay crop. Like I said, because of all the water out there, standing on the field twice, you know, it's just, I need to wait for the ground to drop enough so I wouldn't sink, rut it up. Like I've always said, this is just a hobby for me. I'm not a gotta do it like you guys are doing this stuff for a living. And another thing too, when it comes to hay in this area, a lot of people prefer hay no rain on it. So I try to keep that in mind and do my hay and try to make sure there's no rain on it. Like I said, I've got 7 days, no rain predicted. I'm gonna try to get this up in that time period. And well, I'll just stop her at that. Heck, I bored you long enough. I'll probably have about a 15-20 minute video as it is of all this stuff, plus announcing the new name of the channel. I'll probably have a couple of videos to bore you with of that if you haven't seen them already, or you skipped over them, whatever. But yeah, name of the channel now will be Rural Life with Ron. So hope you like it, tolerate it, whatever. I'm still gonna try to do the same basic videos and go from there. So by all means, subscribe if you like. Thumbs up to you if you do. Give me a thumbs up, thumbs down, either way. They say it counts, what I keep hearing. And as always, comment. You know, go ahead and tell me I'm doing it wrong, tell me I'm doing it right, whatever. Big boy, I can take a little bit of criticism, but don't bother me. I'm a big boy, I can take it. That being said, hey YouTubers, take care. Thanks for coming along, and I'll catch you on the next one. As always, stay safe.